A Reed Clean Ream Extreme costs $32. The labor it replaces costs $200. 5 plumbing tools are sitting on shelves right now that professionals guard like trade secrets. And by the end of this video, you will know every single one. Time isn't just money in this trade, it's the only asset you can't replace. And the tools that save it, they're the ones no one's talking about. Starting with number 1. Number 1, the Reed Clean Ream Extreme, made in Erie, Pennsylvania. Here is a scenario every plumber has lived through. You are standing in front of a PVC manifold, a swimming pool equipment pad, a commercial drain assembly, a multi-port irrigation system. Someone cut the pipe flush to the fitting. The solvent weld is solid. The fitting is glued in place. Traditionally, that fitting is dead. You cut it out, you drive to the supply house, you spend 45 minutes in traffic, you rebuild the assembly from scratch. That is 2 hours of unbillable rework on a job that should have taken 20 minutes. The Reed Clean Ream Extreme exists to make that scenario disappear. It is a drill attachment, a specialized boring tool with a carbide insert and an integrated pilot diameter that self-centers inside the fitting hub. You chuck it into a 1/2-inch drill, set the torque high and the RPM low, and in under 2 minutes, the tool bores out the leftover pipe stub and the solvent cement residue, returning the fitting hub to its original factory dimensions. The pilot stops the cut at the correct depth automatically. You cannot overbore. You cannot damage the fitting. You simply reclaim it. The carbide insert is a square, 4 cutting edges. When one dulls, you rotate it. You are not buying a new tool. You are rotating a square. Now here is the economic reality. A 3-inch commercial PVC fitting can run $30 to $60. A 4-inch fitting, more. On a complex manifold with 6 or 8 ports, you are looking at hundreds of dollars in fittings alone, before you factor in the supply run, the rebuild labor, and the downstream schedule impact. The Reed Ream eliminates that entire cost chain in the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. And this tool is manufactured in Erie, Pennsylvania, not assembled, manufactured. The machining, the carbide inserts, the quality control, domestic. In a market where heritage American manufacturing is quietly disappearing into overseas supply chains, that stamp on the tool is not just a detail. It is a statement. One critical note, this tool is for drain, waste, and vent lines and low-pressure irrigation only. It is not rated for pressurized supply lines. That is not a limitation. That is the correct application. Know your use case, and this tool pays for itself on the first job it touches. Number 2, the Ridgid 27023 One Stop Wrench. Angle stops, the small compression shutoff valves under every sink and behind every toilet in every residential building in America. They fail constantly, they get replaced constantly, and every time a service plumber replaces one, they are crammed inside a dark vanity cabinet, both arms extended overhead, trying to operate 2 full-size adjustable wrenches in a space designed for one hand. The Ridgid One Stop Wrench is a single 12-inch aluminum tool that does the job of both wrenches simultaneously. The inner jaw holds the riser nut. The outer jaw works the compression nut. 12-point contact geometry on a 9/16 and 15/16 opening means you can engage the fastener from twice as many positions as a standard wrench. In a cabinet where you cannot rotate your wrist more than 30 degrees, that matters enormously. For a service plumber, turning over angle stops in an apartment complex renovation. 20 units, 2 stops per bathroom, 1 per kitchen. This tool shaves minutes off every single valve. Across a week of that work, you are recovering hours. At a $40 retail price, the return on investment is measured in days, not months. Look, we all know the Ridgid legacy. The orange pipe wrench is a tank. You've got one in your truck that's older than your apprentice. But the one-stop wrench? It's a different beast. It's an overseas import. You're not buying it for the Illyria Foundry legacy. You're buying it because it's the only thing that fits in a cramped vanity cabinet without stripping the nut. Is it the same build quality as a vintage pipe wrench? No. Does it save you 20 minutes on a valve swap? Absolutely. Check the country of origin stamp on the packaging of the specific unit you're buying. It can vary by production batch. Reviewers on Ridgid's own platform have noted the friction directly, writing that it is unfortunate Ridgid is choosing to offshore the tool while still charging a premium price. The counter-argument is equally valid. Taiwanese precision manufacturing, particularly in the tool sector, operates at extremely high specifications. The question is not whether the tool performs. It does. The question is whether you are paying a domestic heritage premium for an offshore product. That is a decision every buyer deserves to make with full information. And now you have it. Number 3, the iCrimp manual PEX-A expander. Stop paying the platform tax. You know how PEX-A expansion works. It's the F1960 standard. It's reliable, it's fast, and it's what the industry demands. But the big brand expanders? They're married to battery platforms that cost $400 just to get in the door. The iCrimp does the exact same expansion for $100, with 0 batteries to charge and 0 ecosystem lock-in. Unlike crimp rings that constrict flow, PEX-A connections use the shape memory of the plastic itself. You expand the pipe and the reinforcement ring simultaneously, slip the pipe over the fitting, and as the plastic contracts back to its original diameter, it creates a seal that actually strengthens over time. It is the superior connection. The industry knows it. Milwaukee Tool, owned by Tektronix Industries, co-developed the M12 and M18 ProPEX expanders in a direct partnership with Uponor, the company that pioneered the F1960 standard. That partnership created a near monopoly. Milwaukee commands 54% of the professional power tool market. Their ProPEX expander became the industry standard. And the entry price for that ecosystem, tool, battery, charger, runs $400 and up. The iCrimp manual PEX-A expander retails between $82 and $126. It is fully mechanical, no battery, no platform, no ecosystem tax, and it is designed for use with ASTM F1960 compliant fittings, the industry baseline for PEX-A expansion. The auto-rotating expander heads are the critical engineering detail here. When you expand PEX-A without rotating the head between expansions, you cut grooves into the plastic. Those grooves become leak points. The iCrimp's auto-rotation feature eliminates that failure mode mechanically without requiring the user to remember a technique step under pressure. The honest trade-off is this: expanding 1-inch PEX-A manually requires real upper body effort. On a full residential rough-in with 300 connections, the Milwaukee M12 wins on pure efficiency. But for the independent contractor doing occasional PEX-A work, the homeowner replacing 2 shower valves, or the tradesman who refuses to buy a $400 battery platform for a tool they use twice a month, the iCrimp is not a compromise. It is a rational economic decision. This is what platform taxation looks like in the plumbing aisle. And this tool is the exit. Number 4, the Ridgid 57003 EZ Change Faucet Tool. This tool will divide the comment section. That is not a warning. That is a preview. Installing or removing a kitchen or bathroom faucet means reaching up behind the basin, navigating around the sink bowl in near total darkness, and manipulating mounting nuts and supply line connections with no sight lines and almost no clearance. The traditional solution is a telescoping basin wrench, heavy steel, spring-loaded pivoting jaw, decades of proven performance. Ridgid's answer is a bright orange reinforced polymer cylinder with an open slot running its entire length. That slot is the key innovation. It allows the tool to slide directly over existing braided supply lines to reach the mounting nuts above without disconnecting anything first. A cubed insert adapts to 2, 3, 4, and 6 tab mounting nuts. A 5/8 inch deep socket handles single-hole mountings. There is an integrated wrench for tight shutoff valves and a retainer for strainer baskets. One tool. Every configuration under the sink. The debate is real and it is legitimate. When a mounting nut has been in place for 20 years, calcified, corroded, fused to the brass, the question of whether reinforced polymer can deliver the torque that hardened steel can is not theoretical. It is the job. Younger plumbers working on modern Delta and Moen faucets with large plastic mounting nuts will tell you the EZ Change handles those configurations better than a traditional steel jaw, which can crush or deform the plastic. Legacy tradespeople will tell you to throw it in the bin and pick up a proper basin wrench. Both are right. The tool is application-specific. On modern plastic hardware, it is genuinely superior. On old corroded brass, it has limits. Know your job before you reach for it. What is not debatable is the design intelligence. The open slot geometry is a real engineering solution to a real spatial problem. The fact that it is manufactured overseas and carries a premium Ridgid price tag is a legitimate grievance for buyers who prioritize domestic production, and one that follows the same pattern we saw with the one-stop wrench. The brand premium is real. The manufacturing origin is real. The utility is also real. You are entitled to weigh all three. Number 5. The Knipex Angled Electrician's Shears. Part number 9-50520 US. Knipex has been manufacturing pliers and cutters in Wuppertal, Germany since 1882. One factory, one product category, 140 years of obsessive refinement. Their Cobra water pump pliers and pliers wrench are already in the top-tier plumbing tool bags. This tool is the one that gets overlooked. The angled electrician's shears are technically an electrical crossover tool, but for the service plumber wiring boiler controls, cutting PEX insulation, trimming rubber gaskets, or stripping thermostat wire, they are a precision instrument that eliminates 3 separate tools from the bag. The 45-degree angled head extends the natural line of the hand, giving you better sight lines and more comfortable cutting geometry in confined spaces. The blades are precision-ground stainless steel, hardened to 56 HRC. Fine serrations prevent slip on smooth materials. Built-in ferrule crimping handles 10 to 20 AWG and 4 to 8 AWG wire. There is an integrated tether attachment point. This is not a tool that does one thing adequately. It is a tool that does several things exceptionally. Knipex is the gold standard for a reason. But don't be a brand zombie. These angled shears are made in Taiwan. I've seen the stamp, you'll see the stamp, but Knipex holds them to a QC loop that goes straight back to Wuppertal. If you're a purist who only wants the German-forged steel, skip these. But if you want a tool that lives in your back pocket and replaces 3 other things in your bag, the performance doesn't care where it was stamped. It just cuts. Some Knipex tools are manufactured in Taiwan, then shipped to Wuppertal for final quality inspection, so do certain Knipex crimping pliers. When Knipex product manager Marc-Andre Schild addressed this directly in a public forum, he cited technical manufacturing limitations that prevent in-house production for specific designs. He also stated that Taiwanese manufactured Knipex tools are shipped back to Wuppertal for mandatory quality inspection before global distribution. That is a meaningful distinction. It is not full German manufacturing, but it is not uncontrolled offshore production either. The quality control loop runs back through Germany. Whether that satisfies your standard is a personal threshold, but you now have the actual supply chain information to make that call, rather than relying on the marketing copy on the box. 5 tools, 5 overlooked gold mines. The Ream that turns a $200 rework into a 60-second bore. The one-stop wrench that recovers hours of labor. The iCrimp that breaks the $400 battery platform tax. The EZ change that solves a geometry problem no steel jaw ever could. And the Knipex shears that bring precision to the crossover work nobody plans for. The pattern connecting all 5 is the same. The money went into the tool, not the marketing budget, not the retail markup, and not the conglomerate's margin strategy. The tests are simple. Check the specs, verify the build, and demand transparency. The brands that shout the loudest about quality are rarely the ones delivering it. The ones that do are usually too busy building the tool to run the campaign. If you have a tool that belongs on this list, something the industry ignores, but you swear by, drop it in the comments. And if you want to keep cutting through the corporate marketing to find the real value in your toolbox, hit that subscribe button right now. We pull back the labels and look at the engineering reality every single week. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you for the next audit.